Namaste. Good evening, or good afternoon, or good morning, good night to wherever you are across the globe. Hi, this is Destiny, and I am back because I want to share another book on my Book Me community platform. This is my book club. It's been about a week and a half, maybe a little past a week and a half, since I have shared my last book. Again, welcome to everyone to the Book Me community platform. Hi, I am Destiny. This is Sunday, January 19, 2020. So guys, let's get started because this book here I'm going to introduce to you guys. This is my book Me. Book Me. I'm looking for you all to share your books, okay? But this is going to be my new book. Guys, this will be the third book that I will be sharing with this community today. Still waiting for comments from you all about the two books that I posted previously. Still waiting for you to share books on the platform so we all can have different books to choose from, or you can give us some ideas of some good books that will be life-changing, full of information that can help to transform our lives to become our better and greater self. We just want to be able to make this platform where we can connect and become one, become a community of people sharing love, friendship, and we can engage in different activities and things like that, and have this book club as a platform for a same like interests, learning books and understanding different things in these books. But no one yet has not responded to any of the books I posted previously. No one has not yet shared any books, and I'm still waiting. I don't give up on you. I don't give up. I don't give up easily. I'm not giving up on any of you. But I would love for you all to share your books and share your ideals. So if you got a book, post your book and just in the comment box, and then let me know the title of the book, the author of the book, where we can purchase the book. Give a brief summary of the book, how this book has changed your life, and how this book will be a life-changing book for the lives of other people to help us grow to our higher and better self. So guys, let's jump into this. The Book Me Now platform. My third book. Get up close so you can see this. Real close, okay? And this is called The First Heart. Finding strength, courage, and wisdom in any moment. And this is by Spring Washington. And this is her picture. She's a very beautiful lady. And this is her book. Now this book here has 16 chapters. And I'm not going to read all 16 chapters, but I'm just going to go touch probably the first 8 chapters, just a brief summary, And then guys, because I don't want to give all the details and information, then you don't have no desire to want to purchase the book. And when I post the video, I also will post a website where you can go and purchase Spring Washington's book, okay? And this is a very exciting book. I have been through all 16 chapters, and I wanted to make sure that I was getting a revelation and knowledge, and that this is something that, hey, it can help my life. And yes, it's an amazing book to help us grow. I know it's helping me to grow, understand my spiritual journey through this spiritual awakening that I'm in right now. And she reveals a lot of good information and things that I have already have been in search of, or I have been on that path on my way to learning more about the things that Spring, she has put in her book. So let's get started. A First Heart. finding strength, courage, and wisdom in any moment. And 16 chapters, guys. I'm only going to do possibly the first 8. And chapter 1, blooming in the mud. Just keep up there so you can see. Blooming in the mud, okay? And what she has to say about blooming in the mud, I'm just going to read. Spring says, I compare my life to that of a lotus flower, which can bloom for 1,000 years in the muddiest of waters. The unfolding petals of the lotus represents the awakening of the heart. At the age of 5, I had the thought, this is going to be a tough life. But how else does one learn to bloom in the mud? I can now look back with the eyes of wisdom and see the perfection in everything that has happened. I needed all of it, every ounce of mud in order to bloom. Part of the beauty and the mystery of life is that we are in a continuous state of growth, very much like the lotus flower. And she says we can learn how to use the mud and muck of our lives to awake and grow up, to wake up and grow. Great. When it feels impossible, that is exactly the time when we need a fierce heart the most. Let it all burn in the cosmos fire so you can forge your fierceness and grow stronger and wiser. No matter what you've been through, now is the starting point. So you're feeling hopeless or at a point of loss, please trust me when I say that your greatest moments are yet to come. And that was chapter 1, and I thought that was really beautiful way she expressed that. And I just touched a little part of that. And I thought that was very good. And then chapter 2, answering the call. I want you to see that one. Chapter 2. And then she says in chapter 2, there comes a time in life when you hear the great calling. The archetypal theme appears in stories, fairy tales, movies, and great myths from around the world. It appears in the lives of awakened beings, including people like the Buddha, she says, and Jesus, and countless others throughout space and time. When we hear this inner voice, it is our summons, holy message that we are at a crossroad and a new chapter in our life is about to begin. The great calling is an invitation to adventure. It's the yellow brick road beckoning us on a higher path. And when we respond to the calling, it becomes a more powerful force for change that unlocks ancestral memories. We go inside ourselves and reflect on who we are and why we are here. If you can feel this calling of your heart, then it will guide you like a GPS system, helping you navigate the long road home. And that was chapter 2, answering the call. And that is beautiful. That was amazing. I really like that chapter. Then chapter 3, prison of the mind. I say all the chapters. Very good message she has, Okay, chapter 3. And let's go and see what she has to say. Spring has to say. This is chapter 3. In one retelling of a Harper myth, the creators gather all the creations and say, I want to hide something from humans until they're ready for it. It is the realization that they create their own reality. So the ego says, give it to me and I will take it to the moon. The creator says, no, one day they will go there and find it. The salmon says, I will bury it in the bottom of the ocean. And the creator says, no, they will go there too. The buffalo says, I will bury it out on the great plains. Then the creator says, no, they will cut into the skin of the earth and find it even there. Grandmother Mole, who lives in the breast of Mother Earth and has no physical eyes but sees with spiritual eyes, says, put it inside of them. And the Creator says, it is done. And wow, I thought that was phenomenal because we keep saying that everything that you need, your identity, yourself, all the answers that you're looking for in life is already inside of you. So the Creator said, I put it inside of you already. It is done. I thought that was phenomenal. That was very, very good. Then chapter 4, talking about the school of life. See? Get up close. Chapter 4. And that's the school of life. And I'm going to read what Spring has to say here. The school of life is always in session. In my heart, I know without a doubt that every encounter, experience, thought, feeling, and relationship is an opportunity to learn. We can grow equally from both the beautiful and the difficult experiences. The school of life teaches us to use everything, even the most horrific and terrifying situations, to learn about ourselves. Every experience is a mirror reflecting parts of ourselves back to us. Living this way is a fast track toward ending our pain and our confusion. It is a radical approach because we flip the script upside down and learn to embrace the difficult instead of run away from it. School of Life, chapter 4. And that was very, very interesting. And I like that. And then chapter 5, remember who you are. Just like I said, this book is more like a wake-up call, pointing us back to who we are and to our identity, to our ancestry. Time when they were going through their life and their journey before, this spiritual awakening began. I mean, this is remembering who we are, and I thought that was a great book. And she says in chapter 5, we must remember who we are. We are not just the story we have lived so far. Our life is an epic tale with many chapters, many lifetimes, and we are here on the brink of time. To remember who we are is to reclaim our power, our truth, and our hearts. Cesar Chavez framed it this way. Once change begins, it cannot be reversed. You cannot uneducate the person who has learned to read. You cannot humiliate the person who feels pride. And you cannot oppress the person who are not afraid anymore. And that was just a part. Remembering who you are in chapter 5. And that was a good. Then let's go to chapter 6. Into the Underworld. Chapter 6. Get up close here. Okay. And another very interesting book, and she says in chapter 6, navigating our way through the shadows is where we claim our own light. It is in the shadows and the darkness that we learn who we truly are. All our experiences have value. The most painful ones are grist for the meal, sacred compost. Our suffering, our past, and our present allow us to open and thus to grow. It's all part of the healing process. In 12-step recovery programs, there is saying that you are only as sick as your secrets. And I believe this to be true. And it is time to let go of everything that is holding us back. We can no longer run from ourselves. Pandora's box has been opened, and now we all have to dance in the dark. We are in the underworld now. So trust that your fierce heart will lead the way. And that is chapter 6, into the underworld. Chapter 7. The time is now. And we always talk about living in the now present moment. And actually this book just goes back to just a lot of clarifications and verifying things that we all talk about. I know I have talked about many times myself. The time is now, and that is chapter 7. And what she has to say in this book. Spring says in chapter 7, when we begin to live in the present moment, something transformative happens. We become more available to the wisdom and compassion that's within us. There is a shift in consciousness and awareness of truth, and we see things differently. Even when we revert to the old patterns, we can return to the present and instead of reacting, become mindful. When one big story or obsessive thought train ends, and just before we get lost in the next one, there is the moment called now. Sometimes we tap into it effortlessly, and at other times we do so through practicing meditation. The present moment is medicine for the mind. It purifies ignorance, and we are able to see things as they are, not as we wish they are, or wish they were, or even as they might appear. We take in this medicine of the truth by dwelling deeply in the present moment, and it heals us. It is so simple, we might overlook it. Our breath, two breaths, one step, two steps, and the whole of the dawn unfolds. And that's talking about the meditation. We talk about the breathing meditation. You know, you breathe in, breathing out, the one step and the two steps. And that is very awesome. And that was chapter 7. The time is now. We are living in our now moments. And I'm just going to go to chapter 8. And chapter 8 is called The White Condor. And that's chapter 8 of this book. Chapter 8. Okay? And what does Spring has to say in chapter 8? She said, willing to experience aloneness, I discover connection everywhere. Turning to face my fear, I meet the warrior who lives within inside of me. Opening to my laws, I gain the embrace of the universe, and surrendering into emptiness, and I find fullness without end. Each condition I flee from pursues me. Each condition I welcome, it transforms me and becomes itself transformed. And its radiant jewel-like essence, I bow to the one who has made it so, who has crafted this master game, to play it and its purest delight, to honor it and its form, its true devotion. And that is the White Condor. Oh, that was beautiful. I mean, I really get close up there, you can see that on their book. And I really like that. Get the book and you can read it all. But then again, like I said, 16 chapters. Chapter 9 talks about meeting the great chief. And then it talks about chapter 10 saying hello, goodbye. That's chapter 10. And like I said, if you want to learn more about this book in full details, then you will have to purchase it. And then chapter 11, free your heart. See? Chapter 11. I like that because we always talk about our heart chakra. That is our opening to our love channel, to our greater higher self, to our connection to our God. And that was follow our heart. And then chapter 12, talking about the tree of life, which is amazing. And I think that's something that probably interests a lot of people out there. Chapter 11, that's chapter 12 there. So that was chapter 12, your tree of life. I am going moving fast because I want to get through. Like I said, I'm not going to read it all. Then chapter 13 talks about love is the answer. Going back again to talking about our heart chakra. And very awesome. Chapter 13. See? And then I'm going to move on quickly on. We talk about chapter 14. A dream is born. Get close. Yes, and it's very good. Like I said, get the book and you can read that and learn more about that. Then chapter 15 talks about the islands of peace. That peace which surpasses all understanding, that keeps our hearts and minds all the time connected with the divine source in the creator universe. That is also very interesting right there. That's chapter 15. And then the last chapter talks about for the benefit of all beings. That's chapter 16. So there's 16 chapters in this book. The benefit the benefit of all beings. And that talking about all of us, you know, how we are connected here and how we are all one. And that is very, very powerful. And that's just a brief summary. And like I said, Book Me Now platform. Okay? And I welcome any new people who would just come on to Destiny's channel, her platform called Book Me Now Community Platform. This is like a book club, and we're inviting you to share books. It's like I'm sharing a book today. And I will give a brief summary overall of this whole entire book at another time after I post this. But I'm going to give you a brief summary of the book. I'll give you a link to where you can go and purchase and buy this book, A Fierce Heart by Spring Watson. And I'm looking forward to hear from everyone. Share your comments. Tell me if this book seemed like an amazing book, something that you would like to have your hands on to read. And then just talk to me. Then go get a book and come back and you share that book and tell us how we can purchase that book and give us an overall summary of the book and how the book changed your life, and then how you think that this book could be life-changing for other people. And that's all we do. So we can communicate. We try to open up a platform so we can start talking and communicating, learning about each other, growing into more knowledge and information through the journey of books, the pathway of books, because books open up always a whole nother world. And so that's all. And it's very easy and simple. I know we got book readers out there. You love books. You like to read. Share some of your books. Please post them. Tell us how we can be able to purchase this book. And why is this book so life-changing? What amazing things has the book done for you? So I did what I came to do. Again, this is the third book that I have posted so far. And I know, guys, I'm not giving up. One day I'm going to look up there on the Book Me platform. I'm going to see names saying bam, bam, books, and sharing your comments and your information. And I'm very interested to hear what you got to say. So let further know, guys, like the video, hit the bell notification, so when you post any other books or any other videos, I mean, that you will get a bell notification saying Destiny has posted a new video. I'm looking forward. Please join me in this Book Me Community Book Club so we can grow together. I'm trying to build relationships, friendships, like interests in the form of books, learning more knowledge, and so we can have more power through the books and the study of books. Because everything we need has been put in books. It's like I said, been hidden in our hearts. On that further note, I'm out of here. Book me now. I will see you at the next video. Love you guys. Thank you for sharing this time with me and sharing this moment with me. And I hope this book will get your attention. I look forward to hearing from you in the next video. Namaste. I love you guys. I am out of here. Love you so much. Thank you so much for being a part of my journey, for being the most beautiful subscribers and members and friends and family out there, for always supporting me and my passion and everything that I've been doing. You have been with me. Love you guys. I will see you at the next